What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Yesterday, I was so annoyed after that game. I couldn't do a reaction. I just couldn't. I was too pissed off and I didn't know what I would say online. And it was just better not to go online. Definitely not. I was going to do a watch along, but I just had a feeling that Huddersfield were going to do something. And they did. United are unreliable. They have been awful all season. They've let the fans down. They've let the club down. And they've let Ole Gunnar Solskjaer down. Yesterday was probably one of the lowest points for me as a Manchester United fan recently. I felt so angry, so annoyed, so pissed off, and I just didn't want to talk to anyone. I posted on Instagram after the match, and I just went on a rant because I was just so annoyed. But I feel let down more than anything. The players don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. Manchester United, who desperately needed 3 points to stay in the top 4 race. Ooh, super chat. Thank you, Andy. I love you. I love you. Anyway, we needed those 3 points for to stay in the top 4 battle, and we couldn't even get it against Huddersfield, who had at the time 14 points. They won 3 games all season. They have been absolutely awful. They're pathetic. They're going to struggle in Championship, and we couldn't even get a result against Huddersfield. That is not okay. That is embarrassing. No matter what you say about the Manchester United players, maybe people don't agree with Ole changing up and putting players on, maybe playing Matic, he shouldn't have put him on, maybe Herrera should have stayed on. That doesn't matter. Our players should be able to deal with Huddersfield, a team that have been pathetic all season. Even their fans know it. They were singing throughout the game, "We're going down." Like, that was a massive kick in the face. I wish you could have seen my face watching that game yesterday. I was furious, lads. Absolutely furious. Drop a like on the video if you think yesterday's game was the worst game ever for a Man United fan to watch. It was pathetic. Welcome to everyone in the chat. I'm very annoyed still. Like, it took me over 24 hours to get the encouragement to come onto YouTube and to talk about how I feel, because I feel so disappointed with Manchester United, and it's annoying. It's not okay. Anyway, for me, I think the players just didn't give a shit. When Ole came in, they gave it all. And I think it was the excitement of getting rid of Mourinho, and they thought, oh, let's play, let's do something. And they wouldn't, they were absolutely brilliant. But now, after a while, we've got World Cup winners. We've got a World Cup winner in our squad. We have got top quality players who play international football, and we can't even get a result against Huddersfield. What the fuck? Absolutely disgraceful. They don't look bothered. The players do not look bothered. One thing I will say, Scott McTominay, say what you will about him. A lot of people give him stick. A lot of people say he's not a Manchester United player. People don't think he is good enough to play for Manchester United. I beg to differ. I think Scott McTominay shows heart. I think he knows what type of people and what type of players need to be playing for Manchester United. And after that game, he went in, got a shower, put on his suit, and he went out and sat in the dugout on by the side of the pitch, just sat there. He looked broken. He looked absolutely broken. He scored a goal yesterday, and it wasn't the best goal. It wasn't that good of a hit, and the keeper could have done much better, but it was a goal. And yeah, I just felt really bad for Scott McTominay, because he hasn't been given the support by a lot of the fans, and he still gives everything. He's a Manchester United fan, and he sees what's happening here, and he sees it's not okay. I'm absolutely ashamed of the players, to be honest. I'm ashamed. We've been in this kind of battle with Arsenal recently, and it's been like, who is Banter FC? And I really think we take the title for Banter FC this season, because Arsenal still have a chance of getting Champions League football. They're in a Europa League semi-final, and they've got 3 goals, 3 home goals, and the other, who are they playing? Valencia, have got an away goal, but I don't see them coming back. Arsenal could quite possibly get Champions League football, and we are Banter FC. Manchester United are Banter FC. I'm really annoyed. I'm actually shaking. I feel that angry. Drop a like on the video if you are extremely annoyed at Manchester United and the players. So anyway, yeah, Chelsea secure Champions League football, and they were also being called Banter FC by a lot of Man United fans this season. And look where they are, and look where we are. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. This rapper gang squad says Arsenal will bottle it. Trust me. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I feel extremely sorry for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I really do. I feel so sorry for him because he came in and he wowed people. I was actually so proud to see even the younger fans of Manchester United who might not know Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for what he did at the club. They might not know him, but seeing how he came in and made an impact, all the kids were loving Solskjaer. And now I'm seeing so many people turn against him and say Solskjaer out already, when he has done so much already. He's been brilliant, and the players threw him under the bus. Like, why couldn't they play? They should have been winning games, and they couldn't get a result against Huddersfield. I don't know. I think Solskjaer deserves much better. And after the match, he came out and said that this may be the last time you see some of those players play for Manchester United. And I really, really hope that is true. I really do hope it's true, because most of those players, not some of them, most of them, are not fit to put on a Manchester United jersey. They're not. They are not fit to be at the club. Some of them are so active on social media, pushing clothing lines and stupid apps and this and that. Just get on the pitch, let the ball do the work, let the ball do the talking, and do your job. Do your job. Like, do you show up to work every day and just keep doing stuff that's irrelevant to your job? No. You do your football, you score goals, you do what you can on the pitch. Why are the players so bad? They're so bad. Absolutely terrible. So many need to go. Let me know in the comments, who do you think should go? Because I think most of them, 90% of that squad, need to go. They're not Manchester United players. They're not. Ashley Young, after the game yesterday, was saying that they put in a lot of effort. I don't know what Ashley Young is talking about. And if he is the captain of Manchester United next season, I'm going to write a letter of complaint every weekend and post it over to Manchester United, because this cannot be happening. Ashley Young is not a captain. Ashley Young shouldn't be playing for Manchester United. He shouldn't be starting for games. He shouldn't be playing. Diogo Dalot, I have much more trust in Diogo Dalot because I know he's got the speed. Ashley Young, yesterday, he may not have had a terrible, terrible game, but every time he got the ball, I felt nervous. I felt, and he gave it away quite a few times. I can't deal with Ashley Young, and if he's the captain next season, I'm going to be very, very annoyed, guys. Very annoyed. Player of the year. I think player of the year for me, it's not really hard to choose because we haven't had many players that have actually done anything. But I think player of the year has to be Victor Lindelof, because he's been so consistent for us. He's been so consistent throughout the season, no matter what. We've played terribly, and he's tried to save us as many times as he could. And yeah, I think everyone else has done diddly squat. Luke Shaw did well most of the season. But yeah, I still think Victor Lindelof, he had a bit of a difficult start, made a few mistakes in his first few games, and he got really into it. And I think he's a great leader. So yeah, drop a like on the video if you think Victor Lindelof should be our player of the year. It's been a terrible, terrible season. Absolutely terrible. I think the highlight of this season would have been beating PSG. I know that was in the Champions League, but I think that was the only really time that I got excited. Obviously, with the first few games at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, we did amazingly well, and it was really exciting. And I thought, wow, top four is definitely a possibility. But then again, the players just don't do it, and yeah, I don't understand why. I don't understand why our players who are so highly paid, overpaid, why can't they score goals? Why can't they do anything on the pitch? They just look so disinterested, not bothered. And yeah, I see more emotion when they're messing on the bus or, They're just, I don't know what it is. They look like they don't give a crap. They don't play for the badge on the front. They play for the name on the back. And that's the problem. That is the problem. So for me, I think we need a massive clear out, an absolute massive wipe, spring clean, get the bin bags out, throw them all in the bin, and get in players who actually know what the club is about and want to do good for Manchester United and make it that Manchester United that we know. Like, people don't fear Manchester United anymore. Oh, United are coming easy. We go to Huddersfield and we can't even get the win from a relegation side. It's embarrassing. I'm thinking João Felix and Bruno Fernandes look like a good bet to put into the team. João is 19, Bruno is 24. I don't want these older players coming in. I don't want big names coming in like Gareth Bale. We've been linked with him so much, and I just feel if we get him in, it's just going to be another joke. We need to get players in for the long run who are going to work hard for the club and who want to actually make a name for themselves at the club, not someone who wants a higher paycheck and is just there to kind of finish out their career. We want people who want to make a name for themselves. Cristiano Ronaldo came as a young lad and he made an amazing name for himself. He did great things at such a young age, and then he went off and he's one of the best players in the world. Him and Messi, you can have a fight about that, but him and Messi, they're both the best in the world. We need players young, bring them in, get them playing, and put faith in the youth also at Manchester United. Chong came on the other day. Yes, he made a few mistakes. He gave the ball away quite a few times, but he looked lively. He was running, making runs, and I felt like the players weren't really passing to him much. Like, I think the younger players need to be given a chance because the older players don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. Someone said Bruno Fernandes is off to City. Yeah, he probably is. Why wouldn't you go? Why wouldn't you go there? They are going to win the Premier League, possibly, most likely. They have Champions League football. Why wouldn't they want to go there? Are we going to be able to attract players in now that we are in the Europa League? Are we? I don't know. Bale is injury prone. Who would want that? Yes, I agree, this rapper gang. I agree. Bale is just, I don't want him at the club. If he comes to Manchester United, it's just for a bit of cash. It's for money. That's all. That is all. And let's see who else is in the comments. No commitment, nothing. Lazy, entitled brats. I wait for nobody says, yeah, they are lazy. Watching the game, you're just thinking, run, do something. Even when they have opportunities to score goals, like, what is going on with Marcus Rashford? Marcus Rashford has been terrible recently. Terrible. Can't score a goal. Couldn't finish a Happy Meal. He's had so many chances, and he either whacks the ball and puts it way away from the goals, not even on target, or he fluffs it right to the keeper's hands. There's no in between. Like, just pick a bottom corner, pick a side, and put it there. It's disgraceful how we have so many players who are quality players at Manchester United and they can't do anything. They can't do anything. What do you think of Bruno from Sporting? Yeah, Bruno Fernandes, I think he's a very, very good player and I think he would fit in really well at Manchester United, but of course he's been linked to Manchester City and they seem most likely to get him. It's hard because we can't offer these players Champions League football. The only thing I would say is, younger players coming in, they have the time to fight, make a name for themselves, and try and get that Champions League spot for next season. But that's going to be hard, guys. We are way behind. We don't have what it takes to make top four. We never did this season. Our players are not good enough, and they don't give a crap. They don't give a shit. So we were never going to make top four. Ollie came in, gave us a bit of faith, and I thought, okay, is this happening? I got so excited and I thought it was possible. And then slowly but surely, that dream started to crumble again. And yeah, Europa League, which is tough. Thursday nights. It's very difficult for a team playing Thursday nights to go feeling fresh on the weekend to go into a Premier League game. It's so tough. It's extremely tough. Now, we won the Europa League before, which was pretty good, not going to lie. We say that the Europa League is terrible. But we won it and we were excited, But it is hard to compete for the Premier League and Europa League. But look, we're not going to win the Premier League anytime soon, I don't think, especially with the type of players that we have and the board and Edward Woodward. How are we going to win the league with people like that running the club? I don't know. All I know is I believe in Ollie. I do believe in Ollie. And as some people are saying, Ollie out, which I find outrageous. How could you say Ollie out when it's the players? The players have been terrible for Moyes. They've been terrible for Van Gaal. They've been terrible for Mourinho, and they have been terrible for Solskjaer. Now, I know some of those managers that I named had terrible tactics. They bought terrible players in, and they just didn't do well themselves. I understand that, but I think Ollie has been thrown under the bus with these players who don't give a shit. So let me know if you are still 100% for Ollie. Drop a like on the video if you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer deserves all the faith in the fans. Drop a like on the video. Okay, let's see. We have a few comments here, so I'm going to try get reading. There's a few coming in, so if I miss your comments, I apologize. Right, we've got 20 likes, so a lot of people are agreeing with me here, so make sure you drop a like. Right, let's see. Wolves are an example that you don't have to spend big to get results. That's true, Samit Dossi. It is very true, but at the same time, Wolves have come up this season from Championship, and they've done amazingly well. And their players, they're doing it for the club and they're doing it for themselves. The problem is at Manchester United, you've got all these overpaid buffoons, and they don't give a crap. They're just going out, oh yeah, I'm making loads of money, I'm rich, kicking a ball around as if it's a training session and getting their asses spanked. And they don't care. They do not care. I played a match the other day against a guys team, and it was tough. It was really tough. It was a girls versus boys, and we were kind of like a bit shook. We were like, oh God, let's go in and try this. And we went in and we gave everything and we drew with them. So, the players, Manchester United players, don't do that. They just back off. They don't bother. They walk around the pitch. Some of them. Alexis Sanchez, for me, I have a massive issue with Alexis Sanchez. And I have tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. And after about a year, I said, okay, this is enough now. I'm fed up saying, oh, Alexis Sanchez, he's going to be like a new signing for us. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. He's not like a new signing for us. He is like a spoilt brat who walks his dogs and gets paid loads of money and doesn't give a crap whether he does anything for United or not. He is quite happy stealing a wage from Manchester United, and we're bigger fools for giving it to him. We're bigger fools for getting him in. What happened was Manchester City wanted him, and United were like, oh no, we can get him, offer him more money. What the hell? Why? He ruined some of the players' mentality this season because he was getting paid so much money for walking dogs and going around the changing room, in the gym, taking selfies, saluting the camera really oddly. Why do you do that? Why? Alexis Sanchez, yesterday in the match, gets tackled and he's going around, then he sits on the ground. He's not even hurt, and he's just like pushing the injury. Well, I know it was his ankle, but I'm not going to be reaching down to my legs. But he's just looking at the injury like, nah. He's not arsed. He's not arsed because he's getting loads of money, and he started, so he gets his big bonus. Like, Alexis Sanchez, I can't wait to get rid of him, and I think that was the last time we'll ever see him in a Manchester United jersey. I do, and I'm glad, and I won't thank him for anything he's done because he hasn't done anything at the club. He scored how many goals at Manchester United? He's done absolutely nothing. So get out. See you later. Okay, back to the comments. Let's see what's going on and who's saying what. Make sure you drop a like on the video, please. Okay. Dog Shagger. Yeah, he's a weird one, all right. Never heard you swear before, says Taku NN. Yeah, do you know what? I'm so annoyed. Like, it took me so long to come on and do a video, as you guys probably noticed. I just couldn't bring myself to come on to YouTube and talk about Manchester United because I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of the players. That's it. And this rapper gang says Sanchez gets 75k a week for starting a game. Yeah, like that's on top of his wage. He gets an additional 75,000 a week. Imagine that. Imagine getting that money a week. It's disgusting. And he does nothing. Absolutely nothing. He walks on the pitch with a moustache, saluting. No, thank you. Get out, get out, get out. He has to leave. Hayden Official says, what are you youth for? I think he's talking about Manchester United youth. They need to be playing. They need to be given chances. Zavatica Stronheim says, Sancho in, Sanchez out. I will hold the door and I will carry Sancho's bags in and I'll kick Sanchez out. I would love that. I would absolutely love it. I think Sancho's young, and yes, he wouldn't be getting Champions League football, but I do think he would like to come back to the Premier League because he left to get football. Sancho went to Dortmund to get football. He's made a massive name for himself, a massive name. I'm just sad that I don't think they're going to win the league now. Bayern Munich have leapfrogged them, and it would have been good for them to win the league because he's done so well there. But I think he would be happy to come on to the Premier League, and he could tear it up in the Europa League. I know it's not the Champions League, but he's a young lad. Make a name for yourself. Bring your team to glory, because the guys we have, they're not going to do it. They don't care. They don't care. They're getting their money. It's embarrassing. I wonder how the players feel after that game, because not many of them have come out and posted. I know Pogba posted for Ramadan. If there's any Muslims watching, happy Ramadan. But yeah, he came out and posted that, and then Jesse Lingard posted a picture of him playing football with kids, which I understand, that's fine, but he's like promoting his brand constantly. That's really all he does. It's kind of annoying. So yeah, let me know what you think about footballers and promoting all their brands and stuff over football. Do you think it shouldn't be an issue, or do you feel like me? Are you old school like me and think that just stop, do it when you're retired? Okay, so a few people are having a chat in the comments. Let's see what's going on. Okay, Philip Zembas says, Ollie knew he can't win the league or FA Cup next year, so he decided to go for the Europa League to not get sacked. I don't know. I think Ollie wanted to go all out, but he put a lot of trust in the players that he thought could bring him to there. I think he should have put more time in the youth, to be honest. I think Mason Greenwood should have got more time. I think Chong should have got more time. Even Gomez. But they wasted it. Someone says, Amir K says, Dybala to United. I like Dybala, but I don't know. I don't feel like he'd be amazing at United either. There's a few more players higher up on the list. I think he's a good baller, but I wouldn't really be too bothered about him coming to United, to be honest. Xmas 2019 says, Mata out. Do you know what? I love Mata. I think he was quite good yesterday in the game. I don't think he's got 90 minutes in him, but I do think he gives more than some players that we have. But yeah, I think he needs to go. As much as I like him, I think he needs to go just to we need more youth. We need fitter players, hungrier players, people who want to bring back Manchester United. Okay, we're getting loads of players out. Okay, so Matic out, Jones out. Yeah, Matic, I think he needs to go. I didn't really understand why United signed him in the first place. He's a good player, but for me, I don't think he's a Manchester United player. Azad Ahmed says, Mata is a squad player for the experience. Yeah, I do agree. I wouldn't mind Mata being on the bench and just coming on to make an impact. He's also quite good at free kicks, which Man United have struggled with. I don't know why Marcus Rashford is taking free kicks. He is terrible. I think he took one good one, scored a goal, and now he thinks he's Ronaldo. He is very much far away from Ronaldo. He's not fit to lace Ronaldo's boots, to be fair. Samit Dossi says, Liverpool fans wanted Klopp out 2 years ago. Yeah, do you know, I think Klopp has done great things at Liverpool, and it shows. They're contending for the title. They're in the Champions League semi-final. It's not looking likely that they will get past Barca after that game the other day. They lost 3-0. Salah is now out for the second leg, and so is Firmino. But Liverpool have done brilliantly this season and then also last season to get to the Champions League final. They did it the right way. They rebuilt. They saw, okay, we have a weak goalkeeper. We need to fix that, and we need a centre back. And they did those things. They got players in where they were weak, and the rest continued, the rest followed, and look where they are. Look at Manchester United. We've needed to fix our defence for so long, and I don't know why, but we just keep pussyfooting around and getting players that we don't need. We have a massive squad of players who we don't need. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Get new ones in. Just, please get rid of Ashley Young. Please get rid of. Oh, hello, Scott. What's the story? I see you change your profile picture. I'm not ignoring you. Definitely not. I've just been very busy past few days. I actually did a video for Blame Football. If you want to check it out, it's about Joe Felix and Bruno Fernandes. So go on to Blame Football on YouTube. Check out that video. Okay, Chico HC says, sometimes I think why Rashford is so overhyped. Legit, he is doing nothing. Do you know what? I agree. I love Rashford. I think because he's a homegrown player, he's Manchester United born and bred. I think people give him that benefit of the doubt, and they don't give him stick. But I think he deserves a bit of stick. He does. Like, what has he done? He has wasted chances. Like, I give out about Lukaku all the time because I know he's better. I know he's better than what he's doing. But Rashford, he has squandered chances. He's ruined, he's fluffed balls at the keepers, not testing them at all. He takes free kicks. I don't know why. He has an attitude about him sometimes when things aren't going his way. And he looks just so annoyed. Like, you're not working hard enough, pal. You need to do it. But I don't know. I think Rashford needs to be put on the bench. I think he needs to work hard for his place. Now, I don't want Rashford to be sold or anything, and I don't think he will be. I think they want to hold on to these types of players. But I think Rashford had to work for his spot, and that's why he was doing so well, because he was coming on and trying to make an impact. Now he is a starting 11 player, and he knows that, and he doesn't work as hard. So I think drop him. Put on Mason instead of Rashford. See how he likes it. Mason Greenwood is injured, and that's why he didn't play against Huddersfield. So I really, really hope that he's put in for Cardiff, because, yeah, but I don't even know if I watched that game, because after a Huddersfield game, I just felt so annoyed. I just thought, get this season over with. I'm done. I really don't want to watch it anymore. So yeah, drop a like on the video if you're just so over this season and just want it to end. Max Nato says, I see a future for Greenwood. Yeah, definitely. I think he's a brilliant player. He scores free kicks. He scores goals. He's got a great vision for the game. And yeah, he seems like a good lad. Okay, let's see. Donnarumma, goalkeeper to Manchester United. He's the AC Milan goalkeeper. He's quite young, actually, and he's huge. He's so tall. A lot of people want De Gea out of the club. I don't really agree. I love David De Gea. I know he had a terrible season this season. His worst season at Manchester United so far, in my opinion. He's had so little clean sheets. He's made so many mistakes. I don't think he's been good enough at all, but I'm not going to give up on David De Gea. Although, in saying that, if he doesn't want to sign a new contract, sell him and get money. Because if we let him go for free, it's a massive mistake. I wouldn't be holding on to him. If he won't sign the contract, just get rid of him. As much as it'll hurt, he has to go then, in that case. Let me know your thoughts on Pogba, guys. Do you want Pogba at the club this summer, or do you want to sell him? Because that is a lot. That is in the media a lot. Apparently Real Madrid want him. Apparently Barcelona want him now. Okay, Azad Ahmed says, Shaw offers nothing as a left back. Watch how Robertson plays. That is what we need. Okay, so Robertson plays for Liverpool. He's very good. They signed him from Hull City. And he's a great player. But I think Luke Shaw is quite good. Yes, he doesn't look the fittest. And he does make a few mistakes, but I still think he is he's been one of our best players this season, to be honest. He's been consistent. Okay, I asked about Pogba. Do you want Pogba at the club? And we have Scott says Pogba equals leave. Yeah. Rasmus A says sell Pogba. Benito Maurice says we take the money and sell them. Chico HD says Pogba for 180 million go. We'd be lucky to get that, to be honest, after the way he's played this season. Now he's done good this season, but consistently, no, not good enough. Patricia says Ed Woodward is surely part of the problem. Yeah, Ed Woodward has can't even talk. Ed Woodward has been a massive problem for quite some time, and we all know that. We do. He wants to sign big name players. He wants to do business deals with whiskey companies, Pampers, whatever he wants. He gets money in, and he gets so much money in to pay players like Alexis Sanchez and Pogba massive wages. And then we end up wanting them to go, like Sanchez. We don't want to pay his wages anymore, do we? Drop a like on the video if you want Sanchez out of this club. I want him gone. He has to go. He has to go. Okay. Cardiff City. Who do you think should play? Youth or our incompetent players who don't give a crap? I know what I'm going for. I'm going for youth. Bring in Tellmans, says Scott Ferguson. Do you know what? He's been a great player. He's on loan at Leicester for he's on loan from Monaco, and he's been very good this season actually. Man City are playing tonight. They're playing Leicester at 8:00. It's kicking off soon. I'm going to be watching that. I hope City win just to keep this title race very intense. Because yeah, you know, it is quite enjoyable seeing it go to the last day. Hayden Official says, is Herrera leaving in the summer for sure? To be honest, it is very likely that he is. It doesn't seem to be, contract talks doesn't seem to be going that well. I did hear last week that he has been offered a contract and it does look good, but I think it's too late. So yeah, I do think he's going to PSG. Scott Ferguson says 40 mil from Monaco. Yeah, do you know what? Not a bad price for him. He seems good. What age is Tellmans? I forget. And Bernal Dean says youth for me. So I asked who should play against Cardiff, the youth or our players who don't give a crap, and he's gone with youth. I think youth as well. Heel Mad says Pogba set his heart on Real Madrid, so it's not fair to force him to play for Manchester United. I disagree with that. Like, what do you mean it's not fair to play for Manchester United? You are a Manchester United player. You have a contract there for a couple more years. So how is that not fair? Just because he set his heart on something. I set my heart on becoming a firewoman, and didn't happen, did it? And that's not going to affect me for my life and my current job. Not really. I didn't want to be a firewoman, but I just had to say something. But I feel like Pogba, his current job is at Manchester United. You play there until you are a player for someone else. If you want to go somewhere, that's fine. But that's something that you should keep private. You don't talk about it. You do your stuff on the pitch, and that's it. So yeah, I don't agree with that. Scott says he would take Maddison as well. Maddison is good, yeah. He's a young player as well. Like, that's it. I think all these young players, what I would do if I was Ollie, I would get young players in and rebuild with youth. Well, not youth, but younger players. Get your youth from Manchester United, from the academy. Get them coming up, and get young players that have the experience already in the Premier League or in the Champions League. Just get them in, get them playing. And yes, we might not win titles, and we might not, win the Premier League. We might not win the Europa League or the Champions League in the next few years, but we will build. We'll have a team who grow together and learn how to play with each other and learn to play for Manchester United and not that name on the back. So I do think signing younger players who have heart, passion, drive, I think that is the best bet. But I really have this horrible feeling that we are going to get Gareth Bale this season. I really have a horrible feeling about it, and I won't be happy. I really won't be happy. Scott says very true, Noelle. Yeah, I don't know. I have that bad feeling about it. Yeah, Joaquin, no. Gareth Bale to United, no. I can't have it. Bovo says it's never good to rush young players into the first team. No, I do agree, but I just feel like the current players, the players who should be doing it for the club, they've not done anything. They don't look like they care. So for that reason, I feel I feel put players in that are going to give it socks, that are going to fight, show some passion. Yes, I know there's a lot to learn, and sometimes they can jump in and do bad tackles, but you learn from that. And just from watching United years ago with the young players who, Wayne Rooney and stuff, you see how they grow and they have this love for the club. We need players like that, and we really do. Alison Sharp says, also, you the best. Thank you so much. I think I need a few little nudges of encouragement, because I do feel quite down. After yesterday, I feel just very pissed off. As you can probably tell by the video, I'm just not happy at all. So thank you so much for that. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Make sure you drop a like. Make me happy. Cheer me up. Drop a like on the video. Joaquim says, I like your channel. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I do. Okay. Ground Perspective says, I agree, Bo. But if you buy one like Scotty, said Madison, he is established. Same with Tellmans and Rice. Yeah, Declan Rice as well. A lot of talk about Declan Rice. Great player. Young. He's aggressive on the pitch. Passionate. As an Irish person, it's a bit bittersweet, He used Ireland to get international football, and then he went off to England as soon as they came knocking. So it is a bit, bit of sour grapes there. But I do think if Manchester United got Declan Rice, I wouldn't be unhappy about it. I think he's a great player, and he's young and he's got heart. So couldn't really give out about that, could I? Let's see who else is in the comments. Ask me a question about Manchester United or something. Let's see. Who are you going for player of the year? I'm going for Victor Lindelof. I think Lindelof has been consistent this season. Max Nato says, LOL, I discovered your channel learning how to do the Dele Alli challenge. Look how far we've come. I hope you learned it. Let's see. Do I still remember? There you go. Dele Alli challenge. And then we had the other one. What was it? Oh my god, I forget. Hang on. How the hell did we do it? Make glasses? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you learned the Dele Alli challenge. Scott says, Victor Lindelof. I nearly said Lichter. Victor Lindelof. And player of the year is Max Sauce for me, says Max Nato. I think young player of the year probably should be Scott McTominay. He's good. He is good. I like him. And Michael Jarvis says, if Pogba goes to Madrid, how long do you think it will be before he's tweeting Pog feelings? Oh, that hashtag really annoyed me at the time. Like, I'm sorry, Pogba. Deal with it. If you're not liking something, just deal with it. You're a grown man. Hashtagging Pog feelings makes you seem like an absolute bell end. So yeah, I think personally, if Paul Pogba goes to Real Madrid, I think the fact that he's so inconsistent will make the Real Madrid fans very angry very fast. I think they'll give him stick. I don't think he'll do that well at Real Madrid. Real Madrid had a terrible season this season. Absolutely terrible. Knocked out of the Champions League in the early stages. They were out of the title race long ago, out of the Copa del Rey. They just had a terrible season. And Zidane is back, but hasn't really made any change, has it? They've still been losing games and drawing games with terrible teams. Terrible, but I mean, way out of Real Madrid's league and Barcelona's league, to be honest. You know how that league is. There's the top 3 teams and that's it. So yeah, I think Zidane going in, it didn't really fix things. So he is going to want to build. He's after Hazard, apparently Pogba, even Neymar has been linked with them. If they're getting all these players in, I find it hard to believe that they're getting them all in, but they're going to need to get rid of a lot as well. But I just think Pogba, his work rate is not enough to impress the fans there. And I think he'll be hashtagging Pog feelings quite soon. He's probably about to do a hashtag Pog feelings right now. But if that's the case, just whatever, just go. Bovo says hashtag Noelle feelings. I like that. I think I'm going to post that as soon as I get offline. Bernaldine says, Koulibaly, I don't care about money, get him. Yeah, I would love Koulibaly, but at the end of the day, I'm sure there are teams that are in for him who are in the Champions League. Does he want to play in the Europa League again? Does he want Champions League football? Because he's good enough to be in the Champions League. He's good enough to be at a top team. Are we a top team? No, we're not. It hurts to say, but we're not. Scott says Swanzabi should be a first teamer next season. He's been great for Aston Villa this season. He's been great. He's on loan there for anyone who doesn't know. Axel Swanzibi. I always find it hard to say his name, but there you go. I think I did it. He's been good, and yeah, he's young, but he knows what it's like. He knows Manchester United, and I'd say yeah, bring him in, bring him back. Aston Villa will be sad to see him leave, though, definitely. Also, what do you think of what's his name? Dean Henderson. He was on loan to Sheffield United, and they've got promoted now to the Premier League, which is amazing. It's always good to see our players who are on loan do really well at their loan clubs, and to bring them up to the Premier League. It's quite good. So, what do you think of that goalkeeper, guys? Max Nato says Phil Neville scouted Swansea from a five-a-side. Is that true? That is amazing. Wow. Where was that? Hotel football. I know they always play up there. That would have been quite cool. Scott says Dino #1. Yeah, I think he's good. I think he is definitely one for the future. Maybe not next season. But I do think we'll see what goes on with David De Gea. We'll see what happens, and yeah. Okay. Joaquim says already tomorrow, Liverpool versus Barcelona. Tell me prediction, Noelle, please, because he said please. I will tell you my prediction. Okay, so Barcelona won the first leg, 3-0 at home in the Camp Nou. They're going to Anfield. They're in Liverpool now, and they are playing at Anfield. Mo Salah is injured. Roberto Firmino injured. And Messi is a machine. I'm going to go with Liverpool. I'm going to go Barcelona win 2-1. I'm doing it. Barcelona to win 2-1. Drop a like on the video if you think Barcelona are going to knock Liverpool out of the Champions League. I don't see Liverpool scoring 4 goals, and I don't see them keeping a clean sheet. So therefore, Barcelona are going through to the final. So who do you think is going to be in the final? Is it going to be Ajax or Spurs against Barca? I think Barca are going to win it overall, to be honest. I do. Scott Ferguson said he's about 6'3", Henderson. Yeah, like he's quite big. He is quite big. Jose Luna says, I'm the only one that thinks developing the youth academy, say the 15 to 17-year-old specifically, is the way to go. No, I think I agree. I think they're the ones who know what the club is about, and as well, like you've got Nicky Butt and stuff in that academy with the players, so they're learning from legends and players that we all love. United fans from long ago. So yeah, Growing Perspective says Barca and Ajax as well. It would be nice to see Ajax win the Champions League just because of they're such a young squad. So it is amazing for them to be where they are. So yeah, I think them in the final, but I think Barcelona will just have that edge over them just because they've got Messi, to be honest. Anyway, guys, I've been chatting for over 40 minutes. I will say I wasn't looking forward to coming on because I was so annoyed after yesterday. I've just been very down over the match and the fact that we're back in the Europa League. But coming on, having a chat with you guys, I feel better. So thank you for tuning in, chatting along with me in the live chat. It definitely put me in a better mood. And yeah, so drop a comment in the video. We'll keep the conversation going. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Make sure you drop a like on that video. And enjoy the match. Manchester City are playing in 15 minutes. They're playing Leicester, so it's going to be quite a good game. So enjoy that match. Talk to me in the comments, and I will see you for the next video. Thanks for watching.